appropriate time?
I can't think of a better time. Men turn honest when they feel a blade at their throat. Morvran Vuris, commander of the Alba Division. Before they take you in to see the Emperor, Witcher, there's some information I need you to verify. It's a formality, but one that must be seen to.
Sure. Paperwork's gotta be in order.
So, Geralt of Rivia. Place of birth unknown, parents unknown, age unknown. All insignificant details. Let us proceed to more recent events. The siege of La Valette Castle. The fate of the defending commander, one Arian.
I don't know who this person is. The fate of the defending... I don't even know what this siege necessarily is, but I'm guessing this sets up the storyline for decisions of the new game. Well, I don't know if Arian was a good guy or a bad guy, so I would think... Let's proceed with recent events. The siege of La... Fate of the defending... I would assume that we took him out.
Foltest ordered me to clear the path. The boy stood in my way.
Cutting down the La Valette heir. This made no impression on you? I suppose it wouldn't. What's some baron to an assassin of kings?
Which was the name of the second game.
Moving on. You then found shelter in charming Flotsam, and from there made your way to Vergen. My question is how?
I joined Lovrith? I don't know what this is. See, I don't like making these decisions without actually knowing what the heck they actually mean. I might alt-tab and read up on some lore here. And we are back. So this guy is a elf that hates humans, and I think I played enough of Witcher 2. I played through the first 20%, but I remember the combat was just... It was rough because you had to use throwing blades, I believe. I don't know what it was, but it just, the game... I think it's like being in the cities when there's too much walking around. So we're going to go with this one, because Vernon was this honorable knight, where this guy's an elf-hating human. Well, no, he's a human. He's an elf who hates humans.
I got out of Flotsam with Vernon Roach, commander of the Blue Stripes, and...
A murderer of non-humans. We know this gentleman well, Witcher. You forge interesting alliances.
Something tells me my most interesting is yet to come. Go on, next question, before my beard grows back in.
We shall shave you again if it does. Very well. The infamous summit at Loch Muin. You were there. And once again meddled in the affairs of the mighty.
The mighty had imprisoned Triss Marigold. Ought to know I care about her, and I tend to rescue those I care about.
And so you did, handing Radovid control of the Conclave and Council of Mages in the process.
Nilfgaard recently started a war, unprovoked. So do us both a favor and stop moralizing.
The gentleman must sit still. I'm almost done.
I'm afraid I might find that difficult. Because, from what I know, shortly afterwards you watched a defective megascope blow your friend Sheila de Tanserville to bits.
I don't know who this is. Let's keep her alive.
I watched her get in the megascope, but ultimately freed her. From the trap your man Letho of Gullet had set. Write that down. I want to be sure the paperwork's in order now.
Well, national interest calls on one to forge difficult alliances at times. Alliances with witches included.
That alliance still alive? What happened to Letho, I wonder?
That an ongoing alliance? What's Letho up to?
I had hoped you would answer that question.
Ah, so Letho's hiding from you. Must have a good reason. Was there a shift in national interest that might have caused that? I don't know where he is. Wouldn't tell you if I did anyway. Blade or no blade to my throat.
I believe that is all. Your signature, please, affirming you stated the whole truth and nothing but the truth on pain of imprisonment or death, etc., etc. Here, and here.
With these formalities seen to, I would ask the General to leave the room. We shall be choosing the gentleman's attire. An important matter, but one that does not require the General's assistance.
Shame. I might have given you some advice. So long, Geralt. Good luck with your audience.
They kind of look the same.
Feels more like I'm being readied for a wedding.
Were that so, I would have prepared the gentleman a frock, a tailcoat, or possibly a dinner jacket. In point of fact, the gentleman will choose from these garments.
Black, black, or black?
We do not like garish colors in Nilfgaard. The gentleman will tell me once he has chosen an outfit.
Just say I'm a fan of the one on the left and the right. They're virtually the same, minus I guess that one's blue and this one is straight up black. Let's hit the black. So I'm assuming we have to equip this, right? I got my dope towel around my waist. 2 armor. Nice.
And they say clothes do not make the man. Does the outfit satisfy the gentleman?
It's pretty dope.
A studded doublet and a sword on my back, that's what would satisfy me. But tough, when in Nilfgaard.
Yes.
It's a saying. So what now? Powder my nose?
No need. The gentleman's complexion is light enough. The gentleman is to stand before the ruler of the North and South. I must confirm that he knows how to bow.
Confirm away.
Please watch. Leg extended, hand flat, head down, chin to chest. The gentleman will rehearse.
Wait, I totally wasn't paying attention because I didn't think it was going to. So it was. I saw him. He did like a weird cutscene. So I know his left hand went up, right? So. Was it the left leg forward? Or was it the right leg forward? I think it's this one. Nope.
Lacking fluidity and grace. But we've learned to expect less of Nordlings. Come with me. The gentleman will address the Emperor only when asked to, and using the appropriate titles.
Your arch magnificency?
I see the gentleman is in the mood for jests. I fear the Emperor might not share his disposition. Your Majesty will suffice. Spoken loudly, clearly, and with respect.
Who are all these folk?
Imgrimi et art ketzer. Duifen aden in karn eb marvut. Emir var emreis.
Bow.
I don't know him. We'll do it because it's...
Your Imperial Majesty.
Arer ep the orde.
Welchen Namen? Wat gern verwort? I thought you bowed before no man.
Didn't want to disappoint the Chamberlain. We're friends.
I didn't know that was part of my backstory.
Take it you didn't summon me to reminisce about the good old days, so...
Silence. My daughter Cirilla, she's returned. And she's in danger.
That
The
photo.
wild hunt pursues her. You will find her and bring her to me.
Wait, was she in the second game?
Are you sure? Ciri left. Went far, far away.
Do you believe I drag you here in the middle of a war to discuss a rumor?
I think anyone can be wrong, even an emperor.
I had forgotten how insolent you can be. I haven't the time to convince you, nor the desire, in fact. Yennefer will do that after the audience.
How many men in your army? 20,000? 30? So why me?
You know why. Because she trusts you.
She trusts me, yes. So tell me why you're looking for her. Doubt it's about making up for all those lost years.
For reasons of state, as always. Enough of this banter. You will agree regardless. If for no other reason than because I shall pay you. More than you customarily receive for a contract. Considerably more.
I need information, not motivation. Ciri leaves few tracks. She'll be hard to find.
My corps of spies will help you. Count on them, and my army, should the need arise. Yennefer will tell you the rest. This audience is finished. Mererid! Take him to the sorceress.
Follow me, if the gentleman pleases. Please keep close. There are many honorable guests in the palace, whom the gentleman
Disgusts.
need not bother. First thing in the morning, and it's past noon.
Calm yourself.
What? Do you know who you're talking to, soldier? I'm Herivard II, Prince of
Gesehen,
Elander.
es war
Not only am I made to
Ja.
wait here like some
Ah, nee.
supplicant,
Ratsliten nicht. Es tun
Es
sauer
Es ist hier Efsa.
I want to loot that thing, but I'm assuming they'll give me a beatdown.
Niente mehr Detra.
Esse kleiti, hin ved reina gat, en selfie den gatte. Esse plenten et not matte, en selfie den sigla.
Dudes are hating on flowers.
Ken gubele.
A bunch of
once the
bums.
gentleman is done, he should see me to retrieve his possessions.
Yes? Then transcribe. The true authority in Novigrad is not the city council or the merchants' guild, but the Church of the Eternal Fire and the criminal underworld. At times it is difficult to tell the one from the other. They both display a similar ruthlessness and cynicism that...
Please wait, Your Excellency. I'm falling behind.
You know what? I'll write the report myself. You'll need only prepare a clean draft. In triplicate.
Vedi mean? Directly out of Nordling tales. Inconceivable.
Geralt, that tunic. You look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that a proposition under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to. Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
And seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri. She's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look. That's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim. Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen. A great deal has changed.
You haven't. Not a bit.
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it, perhaps even find me, but I thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
I've sensed them on my trail, hunting me, for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address. I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen, exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad. The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconfirmed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold. Apparently she's got a cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse? Let's drop it, all right? It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
I wonder how he lost his memory. I don't remember this. Now I kind of want to go and play the second
this
game.
Means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback as soon as I can get changed.
Have it your way? Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt, I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, all right? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
Any juicy loot? Oh, she's using a portal. I don't know why Geralt wouldn't want to use a portal, dude. I would take a portal. So that's what she looks like these days. We already knew that.
Scars healed nicely.
The last wish. Lunar shards. I wonder what those do. Human life requires 3 things for sustenance: food, drink, and gossip. Icebound. Dang, these are really long. Alright, let's... I'll scroll through them if you do want to read them. It's just for me, these things, it's like poems and stuff. Unless it gives me XP, I just can never really justify it. Sword for witches. I wonder if these are just giving us... The Wild Hunt. I would read this because I don't know what the heck it is. From farmers and herdsmen, milkmaids, and to midwives, all common folk of the continent whisper, sharing tales of wraithly possessions pounding across the sky. The Wild Hunt, they call it. Winds and gales and storms and blizzards arrive when sighted. All grows cold, though the sun shone brightly moments before. Some remember the cold from the shock of encounter and claim the riders are always come in winter. But nay, this is not so. The hunt brings its own ice. Death and war gallop in its wake. So the superstition goes, yet evil enough is the hunt itself. It takes folk captive youths most often in the prime of their wilding years, 10 to 20 summers behind them. The hunt rushes in and disappears, and only for long years later with no memory of what happened in the time past. Wait, is that what happened to Geralt? He's way older than that, though. I'm trying to figure out... Ooh, good. Chests. Mist powder. Ooh, cavalry boots. Ooh, split bolt. Nice. This is a healing, or not a high healing item, with some kind of decoction. Is that what that said? Time to smoke my corncob pipe.
I have no time.
The elder races. What is non-human? The answer is simple. Dwarves are like moles, halflings, gophers, fat, lazy, and loud. Elves, in turn, relate to birds of prey. Okay. I don't know if he'll have anything really that important.
Yennefer suggested I ask you about current events, the war and so on.
Of course. The Emperor's servants should keep no secrets from each other. If you will, let us approach the map.
I don't mind if they actually talk to you, but it's just like reading through all these things can be super frustrating. Alright, so how's the war going?
How's the war going? I mean, apart from the fact that Nilfgaard's triumph is imminent.
I assume this to be a private conversation. We've no witnesses, so let's dispense with the propaganda, even that shrouded in irony. Our offensive was going splendidly until winter came. Edirne was in such disarray that we encountered no resistance. We had reached the Pontar before the first snows. Only a weakened Kedwen remained, and Radovid's Redania, which had ignored the rest of the North's pleas for help. We thought they'd sue for peace, perhaps even submit to vassalization. We waited for spring, certain of victory.
Radovid? Submit?
Yes, a vain hope, I agree. Radovid sent no peace envoys, nor did he advance on our positions. Instead, he trudged over the snow-bound Kestrel Mountains and attacked Kedwen, his ally. This attack took the Kedweni by surprise. They were still mourning the loss of their king. Rudderless and dejected, they laid down their arms after a few lost skirmishes and joined Radovid. And so by spring, instead of 2 weak enemies, we had only one powerful one.
What about Kavir?
Kavir values its neutrality, enough not to lend its armies, or more importantly, even its coin to either side. Returning to the war, this spring there was a massive battle in the marshes of Velen. Massive, yet indecisive. Both sides suffered enormous losses, unprecedented even. Radovid has retreated across the Pontar. He's safe for now, until reinforcements arrive from the south. Then Emperor Emir var Emrys will deal with him once and for all.
Couldn't you just go home? Save everyone a lot of marching, not to mention a few human lives.
I'm afraid the stakes are too high to fold now. We can only go all in.
How do things look in Velen?
As bad as ever, perhaps worse. This land never flowed with milk and honey, and now it flows with blood. Armies have swept through it several times, trampling fields, looting granaries, burning villages. Famine grips the populace.
So how's ruling that earthly paradise going for you?
Not well, to be honest. Our forces are spread thin as it is, and Velen is chiefly swampy forests that are difficult to control. We've had several patrols never return to their camps. Thus, we've temporarily delegated authority in this region to a certain Nordling, a former low-ranking officer in the Temerian army, one Philip Strenger, better known by his nom de guerre, the Bloody Baron. I advise you well. Avoid him.
Because we have to go to Velen next, right?
Any news from Novigrad? Is the free city still free?
Yes, although everyone knows this won't last. Radovid is in Oxenfurt, and the Emperor is here in Vizima, at Novigrad's doorstep, both. And both require coin and ships. Novigrad can provide these. Which is why the mood in the city is rather, well, on edge.
Meaning?
How do men deal with fear? They seek reassurance and scapegoats. The Church of the Eternal Fire understands this perfectly, and so it promises to improve the lives of its flock by pointing out the guilty. Who started the war? Who profits from it? Why, it's obvious. Mages, elves, dwarves, in a word, any and all deviants. I've been stationed in Novigrad for 13 years. First as a consul, then as ambassador. I've seen a great deal. Cruelty, cynicism, greed. But what is happening there now concerns me greatly.
And this is where Our
What's
Lady's
new in
going.
Skellige?
Nothing. The islanders pride themselves on that, don't they? Doing everything according to tradition, as their forefathers did. And like their forefathers, they quarrel with each other, pillage, occasionally attack our transports. This is cumbersome, but nothing more. Skellige has always been a footnote to history, and so it shall remain.
Sound awfully confident. What if King Bran manages to unite the Jarls? Lead all the clans against your fleet?
King Bran is a feeble old man. From what I know, he barely remembers the names of his own vassals. Uniting all might prove difficult.
Thanks for your help.
Think nothing of it. May the great sun light your path.
I almost wish that they would have made the map in English, so that way we could actually know, like, be able to read the names. I'm very visual. Would have helped a ton. To Jennifer, my dear friend. Who's this written by? Frigilla Virgo, or Vigo. So I think it's just giving us that we have to find the lady. I want this potion. Why won't you pick it up, you bum? That looks like Yennefer. Alright, looks like we can't loot that thing on the ground. But there's a bookcase. She who knows. Knows what? Folks say that there were four at first. The mother, she who knows, the lady of the wood. Yum, dumplings. A horse hide? That's random. Actually have a really solid amount of food. So Temeria must be a land where milk and honey once flowed. I feel like Temeria is getting its butt whooped pretty intensely. Alright, nothing to be had over here. Let's grab the last of this. Didn't we already find this? Pearls of the North. No one claims you have traveled the northern road has been seen to Novigrad. Alright. Dang, dude, these books are so crazy long.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Alright.
The Emperor shall guide us.
So let's throw our delicious silver blade back on, as well as our magic sword. Also our crossbow will be good. Let's actually put on some like real armor. I wonder if you get anything for having like a fancy pair of armor, you know, with these. Oh, that's interesting. They were kind of damaged to start off with. So we don't have any bombs left. We need to find someone who sells gunpowder. Oh, this guy actually has a quest for us.
See you.
Alright, well, we learned a lot of storyline in this episode, which is pretty cool. In the next one, we will continue our adventures. I don't know exactly how to do this. Oh, okay. Looks like we just hit some fast travel and we'll be able to travel. Alright, guys, this has been Tiger Tran, and I'll see you guys next time.